what Lacan is arguing is like when you say, well, what is the mode of desire? How do you desire something? Like one thing my girlfriend always observes is that I always talk about myself in the third person. I'm like, Joshuajwyen likes to fish, instead of saying I like to fish. And in some way, I would say a lot of times when we're thinking, we think in this third person idea. When you say, well, I like to go fishing, I like to study, you're not only saying I like, but you're kind of viewing yourself from a third person, saying I like, because without yourself knowing yourself, how on earth are you meant to know that you like to fish? And in some sense, there is this other, which is saying, well, when you're saying I like to fish, you're talking about this other and saying, well, you, this Joshuajwyen over here, likes to fish. Then the only problem when you're saying you like to fish is that you're saying, well, I like that you like to fish. Then the question is, well, where on earth is the point of the desire? Who is desiring? And what Lacan says is that, well, then there has to be the third person, the subconscious, which looks to the two and says, well, I like to fish from the subconscious, and that explores into the two. Then what my disagreement with Lacan, I say, yes, your framework is correct between the I like and the Joshuajwyen likes. But rather, when you're saying that I like the Joshuajwyen likes, how on earth are you meant to know whether that's correct or not? Because how on earth is the Joshuajwyen, the image that you're providing of yourself, the correct one? Because we all know how a lot of people have self-inflated ego, and we all have narcissism. And in some sense, this is what Lacan also develops as well, when he says, well, narcissism is the first part of psychoanalysis, is that when you're psychoanalyzing someone, you're bringing forth the narcissism from both sides, saying, well, I like that he likes, and when I say he, I mean myself, but the other. And when you have that clashing together, what happens is that you're going to say, well, okay, you need the third, but that third isn't only yourself, but in order to make it objective, you need someone else. And that person, from Berdyaev, the other, which is not yourself, to look upon you two and your understanding of yourself and say, well, okay, this is your identity, this is the concepts, and are you going to be part of the concepts? Because if it's only merely subjective, when you say, I am a Zer, what happens is that that's only one side talking about the other side. And that's completely subjective with no form of verification. And it can lead to problems in that subjective realm, and it leads to the lack of discussion. I would say that is perhaps the Lacanian insight, I would say.
Okay, I got two questions. They're social related to each other. One is, I followed until the part where you talked about, I like that you like that I like. So how does the you get introduced? Is you an other? Because it seems like the you isn't necessarily the other, but also some part of the self. I think this links to my second sort of misunderstanding, because it seems to me that the other doesn't necessarily have to be outside of oneself, but it can be within the self as a self-conscious other. And I think that might be answered by the first part of what I was asking.
Yes. I think perhaps this becomes very complex because when I'm using these yous and he's, I'm talking about how the you is meant to be the other within oneself. But then it's just when you're thinking about it, I like to look at it when the problem arises when you're saying, well, I like that you like. When I'm saying you like, that is just the other within myself. So when I'm saying you, I'm referring to like Joshuajwyen likes fishing. That is the Joshuajwyen I'm referring to. So there is those two identities, and there's this kind of conflict between, well, who actually is desiring? And that's where the kind of the question about the gender identity also arises from.
Okay, and you need an other, because if you want an identity within the self, then the I and the you have to sort of fuse. So you can be an other to yourself, but the prerequisite for an identity is to not be an other to oneself. Would that be correct?
Yes, I think that the second part is where I disagree with Lacan, because Lacan would say, well, the way to merge the two is through the subconscious, and that subconscious is oneself. However, I would say that it is insufficient to just have yourself merging the two together, because that would keep it purely in a subjective way, in that you're a total individual.